bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Play on first down will give 4 up to the 29. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now Jones. Claypool with another catch. And he's got this down to the 35.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Mayfield. That's to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Hands it off out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a give to Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 7-7, our score after 1. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. The try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. He's at the 40. Past the 20.
You know they pay me extra.
Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Slide for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Room to run inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Off the play fake. Jones. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Here's Jones. Throwing on 4th down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play that time on 4th and 1.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has taken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Now a nice play defensively on first down, as this is knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jones now on first down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, Coach. Hey, that goes for the announcers, too. No AC in this booth, so we've got a mash unit of empty water bottles up here as well. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And a solid run down inside the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Jones throwing on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. And this a 39-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield on play action. That's complete to Gallman.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taylor now from the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. On the handoff, Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Washington on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First and 10, Taylor now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But Roger, the
touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try to run this one in.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Taylor now from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set.
And this is caught. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Washington,
their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.